Welcome back to Dark Corner's Physical Media Reviews. Volume 3 of Deaf Crocodile's Treasures of Soviet Animation series covers the career, thus far, of legendary animator Yuri Norstein, and provides ample justification for his having been called the greatest animator of all time. From 1969's expressionist-influenced The 25th, The First Day, to 1979's The Tale of Tales. From a children's educational short about playing with matches, to the antique yet breathtaking visuals of the Battle of Kerzhenets. What struck me most on watching these films, which only cover a 10-year period, is the variety. Each is its own thing, with its own distinct aesthetic. Even the 3 animal fables released between 1973 and 75. The Fox and the Hare is a charming folk tale, and the handcrafted style reflects that. If there's such a thing as folk animation, this is it. Though nonetheless beautiful for it. By contrast, The Heron and the Crane is restrained and aloof, as are its avian protagonists. Though we still fall for them and feel for them and hang on the melancholic story that they bring on themselves. The Hedgehog in the Fog, meanwhile, plays like a folk horror film. Norstein's technique of photographing through glass plates is most in evidence here, conjuring up an atmosphere of mystery, of wonder, and of childhood terrors, while remaining an enchanting tale. These 3 films also highlight Norstein's ability to create characters we can empathise with. The Hedgehog in the Fog is probably my favourite of the set, although I also loved the Battle of Kerzhenets, bringing 14th century frescoes to life to tell its story. I haven't mentioned Seasons, an evocative journey through the year set to the music of Tchaikovsky. Or A Day Before Our Era. Experimental, unfinished, and the film of this connection that engaged with me the least, but still a striking piece of filmmaking. It's fabulous cover design. The cover design is by Beth Morris, but I think she's done exactly the right thing there. Just let the extraordinary artwork of Norstein speak for itself. That's just beautiful. And, on the back that's taking from a couple of films here. That's obviously The Fox and the Hare, and then Day of Days there, and at the top. Such extraordinary images. Various essays. The essay that's interesting me most in here, not to breeze past Modernist Dreamscapes, which is interesting, but this one by John Adkins, The Basho from Elsewhere. It's perhaps unsurprising that Japan loves Yuri Norstein, and the documentary about the making of The Overcoat is directed by Ryo Saitani, who is a Japanese director. It's two-way, so in here you have people like Hayao Miyazaki and Isao Takahata paying tribute to Norstein, but he himself had an interest in Japan, and particularly Japanese poetry, before starting as an animator, so there's a sort of a two-way influence in art between Norstein and Japan, and between Japanese animators and him, which I think is fascinating. These are two places where traditional animation of one sort or another still does hold sway. But yeah, of all the stuff we've done for Deaf Crocodile so far, and their stuff is always interesting, whether it's to my taste or not, these are the ones that have blown me away. The Yuri Norstein stuff is so much to my taste in a weird way. Tale of Tales is Norstein's last film to date, and for the last 40 years, hampered by funding and other obstacles, I doubt that his criticism of Russia's current regime has helped, he has been working on a feature-length adaptation of Gogol's The Overcoat. Chief among the extras on this release is a feature-length documentary directed by Ryo Saitani, looking at the career and life of Norstein and the state of the project, including extraordinary completed footage from it. Visiting Norstein in his studio, it's a portrait of an artist at work and of a man who, at the age of 84, will not give up, as well as an incredible behind-the-scenes glimpse of a unique talent in film history. There are also fascinating commentaries on all of the films by film scholar Michael Brooks, combining the informative with his obvious passion. At 29 minutes, Tale of Tales is Norstein's longest film to date and is regarded as one of the greatest animated films of all time. It doesn't have the traditional narrative of the animal fables and I think is open to interpretation, seeming to me a meditation on the passage of time, of loss, and of the past as another country to which we cannot return. But as with all Norstein's films, what struck me most was the details. The Turner-esque effect of a train passing. A wolf with a hot potato or blowing at the embers of a fire. This seems to me to define a lot of cinema's greatest animators. These details are not strictly necessary, but the willingness to go the extra mile, to spend the extra hour, a day, a week, to make that moment that you know will touch someone, will make someone smile. In a world of mass production, these films show the unmatched power of the individual vision. I don't have enough superlatives, and I still feel like I'm shortchanging them. They are simply wonderful films. And my genuine thanks to Deaf Crocodile for introducing me to them. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Were you aware of Yuri Norstein's films? What other animators would you place in the pantheon of greatest of all time? Let us know in the comments below.